Hello everyone, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with another episode in the beginner series. As a reminder, we are covering this in Hustle Castle, but these concepts that we'll be covering are similar and useful as far as playing Zero City and American Dad. So anything that you learn here, you can apply in those games as well if you're only playing those. So I got this video today. We're going to cover a couple things. I got two really big, extremely useful tips, and I guess one's a tip, one's kind of a strategy. And as you can see, there's some different things going on in the castle. So we're going to cover those items. We're going to give you a little update on where I am and talk about one little change in the way we're going to cover this. Up until this point, I've kind of recorded everything that's been happening other than showing, doing some resource collection offline. I think I'm going to change that. And I started working on that. As you can see, I got some things going on right here and right now because if I just record everything, it's just going to make this progress too slow. And sure, there could be fun watching, but it's not going to be the idea of getting tips and tricks and learning some strategies and things like that earlier on in the game, which is kind of the concept of what we're going for here. Maybe we'll find out later that we want to stick with this account. We'll keep playing it, and then we can do more playing and learning that way. But for now, I'm going to speed through some things that are kind of irrelevant. So as you can see, we got a bunch of babies ready to be born. So we're going to cover that in a minute. And speaking of babies, we'll go back to covering the how to get 5-star people on your team. I guarantee none of these are going to be 5-star, but I certainly would believe that at least one of them is going to be a 4. And we're going to cover that. I've gotten some equipment that we're going to take a look at here pretty soon. We've got some resources coming in that we're going to take a look at pretty soon. And there is an event coming very soon. It's possible it's going to come tomorrow, but I think it's probably going to be the next day since tomorrow's Easter. And I can't imagine they're going to start an event actually on Easter. That would be kind of weird, I think. I don't remember exactly where we left off, but if we look here where my castle is, I upgraded everything, so everything's maxed out at the moment, and I started upgrading the throne room. I did that because I wanted to do that here in this video. It took 30 minutes, and if you recall, the last 10 minutes we can speed it up without having to pay diamonds, so we're getting close to that point, so we'll be doing that soon. Before we get to that, though, let's talk about... Fortunately, I'm going to give you my tips right away at the beginning because we need to do that for our squad. Before we do that, actually, let's go ahead and collect this item here. I ended up, as you see, I have 15 people because I got so many babies. Each one of the babies, they were babies, now they're kids, count as a person. So we got 5 diamonds by having 15 people in our castle here. I don't remember if we had 3 fighters here or not. We're going to collect some gear, and then we're going to come back here and get everybody situated in the proper, quote-unquote, proper gear. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do these kids first. This one was just born, so she's still got, like 6 hours to go till she's ready to go. So what we're going to do, so there we go. We got a 3-star. My goal is to have, on all of my accounts of everything I play, is to only have 5 stars. And there's a method to get 5 stars, which we're going to cover in a minute. But right now, it's also important to keep your castle full of people, or nearly full of people. So right now, I'm going to be keeping everybody that is born. But then as people get pregnant, I'm going to start getting rid of my lower level people and keeping the higher level people until you go through that cycle until we get 5 stars. So there's one. We'll find a place for him. I'm just going to actually, just for productivity, I'm going to put him here to start training. May never use him, but let's just make him useful. All right, let's see what we have here. Emma is a 2-star. She'll be one of the quicker ones to go. I'm just going to get over here a second. Does she have any higher? No, she's pretty bad at everything. We'll just leave her there for the time being. Actually, no, we're going to put her here, which will actually speed that up. If you put workers in constructions, it speeds up. There's a little tip there. So as you see, it knocked like 40 seconds off of that. Let's go ahead and do, she's going upstairs. So she's an 11 fighter. We'll go put her in the training room too. Because part of your quote unquote breeding system is if you have people with higher stats and you breed them together, they're going to generate somebody that has higher stats. So she obviously does not have very high stats. I'm just going to try not to have so many people walking around because I'm going to accidentally click on them. So I'm just going to, when somebody's born, put them somewhere for the time being as we cover this. 2 stars. We're not getting any 4s. The very first time you get a 4-star person, you get the offer that says, hey, pay some money, we'll get you a 5-star. And that'll pop up immediately, so we'll know right away if we get a 4-star. And another 2. We're getting lots of 2s here. We'll not be keeping these 2s long term, but for the time being, we will have them. All right, so right now we have 15 people. We have 3 fighters. And, you know, we could start... Nah, we're not gonna cover that now. Let me show you how to quickly... Actually, who's this? I must have accidentally clicked on her. She's another 2-star. You get in that room. Actually, no, you don't get in that room. You get in this room to make things go quicker. So we have 8 minutes and 25 seconds. Somebody's already in there. I should have knocked another couple seconds off. Oh, that's why, because I'm an idiot. I put her in the wrong room. Let's go up here again. 8:15 down to 7:48. So that knocked me another 20 seconds off. Get our other fighter in there. All right, so let's look at our inventory real quick. If we look through this, we see we have a ring that we could put on a fighter. We'll talk about that in a minute. If we look over here on these guys, oh, that's not what I wanted. Here we go. I have a cook suit and I have a treasurer's suit. I can go to each individual person. So let's go here. I have a 5-star. One of these people are 5 stars. They were at the gate. He's a 5-star cook. So we're going to make him the best. She's a 14 fighter. Look at that. Very nice. So I don't need to be training all those fighters because I got other people that I can use for fighters whenever we want to. But we can only have a max of 3 right now. So let's go back to this 5-star here. This level 4 cook. Level 5 cook. So I can go in here and go to gear, pick this guy, put it on. Sure, that's good. And you can do that for, for this item, for all the items and get them fully maxed out. But a quicker, easier way that took me a long time to figure out, and every time I hear people learn about this, they're absolutely amazed. So if we can learn about this early, it's very useful. And just this one tip alone might be worth following this entire series because it is that useful. So if I just click here on, I'm going to equip my cook. So I click on this number 5 here for cook. And it says right now his production level is 42. This right here, use the best equipment. If I click on that, it automatically takes everything that I had and gives him the best of what I had. So we also found we had a weapon there for him. So now he's producing 341. So now we go to our level 4 lady here. We do it again. We see there's nothing. So that means there's nothing else. So once you get a bunch of gear, at some point you might have, 50 different items to equip for your cook. And instead of going through each one, is this one higher? No. This one's higher? No. You just click that one button, auto equip, done. Very, very worth it. So let's go down and do the exact same thing for, just keep leveling him just because. We got a level 5 here as well, her. So the same thing, go there, hit auto equip, boom, she got both of those. Production's 156. Let's see if we got any more items, and we don't. So that actually works for everything except for the watchmakers. We don't have that here yet. It is one of the really most requested items I've seen on Discord, so I expect that will be coming at some point. Not sure exactly when, but I expect that one to be coming for sure because everybody wants that. So you can auto-equip everything, all of your workers, that is, except for the watchmaker. All right, we have 5 children, so we got some more diamonds. So that was one of our big tips. Let's just really quickly cover the baby making. So the way it works is, again, you can buy 5 stars. You don't have to 5-star everybody. And star level on a person, like we talked about last time, each star counts as 20 points. So this guy I could train up to a max level of 40. So if I put him in to be a fighter, his fighting level right here could be no higher than 40. So if we get to a point where we need to train him up to 60, we can't. He can only go up to 40. So especially if you're fighters, you should not be using anything other than 5 stars. Other than these early stages, it doesn't matter because you just don't have them yet. But once you get them, your fighters should definitely be your 5 stars. Me personally, I like to just do everything 5 stars because I don't want to have to start over from scratch and then go through that entire training process. So I just start as early as possible to do that. So the way to get 5 stars is you basically breed, and then you breed, and then you breed, and you breed. So put a man and a woman in here, put your highest rated man in here, and probably just keep him there. So right now my highest is a 3. And then start taking all your ladies that are your highest star, so mine are 3s. So I put a 3 man, 3 woman in here. I have a chance of making a 4. I can't make a 5. I can make a 2. I can make a 1. I can make another 3. But I have a chance of getting a 4. So that's basically what you're doing. You're rolling the odds. I don't know what the numbers are. I haven't really seen them posted. I don't know if anybody has those numbers. Just remember, you can breed a 5-star and a 5-star, and you can make a 1-star. So you're not guaranteed anything, and it happens actually fairly often. Especially in Zero City. American Dad seems to have the worst odds. You get lower numbers more often, I believe, in American Dad. Hustle Castle is probably the best odds, probably. So anyway, you put your 3 in your 3 and say you make a 4-man. From that point on, your 4-man should just stay in there, and he should be breeding with your highest rated women. So then you just have him against the 3 women, and over and over and over, you're just going to keep that cycle going permanently with all of your workers. Cycle them in. So with your 3-woman and your 4-man, you have a chance for a 5-star baby. Not very big, but a chance. You definitely have a chance for a 4-star again, and then 3, 2, and 1. So you're just going to basically be doing that. Once you get 4s, you probably want to stick mainly with 4s, but at the very beginning, you're only going to have like 1 or 2. So you might want to just pop in some 3s. You probably don't want to do 2s because that gives a higher chance of a lower one. So stick with your higher ones. Eventually, you're going to get 5-star. So keep your 5-stars going through. And if you have a 5-star and a 5-star, you have a higher chance of getting a 5-star than if you did a 4-star and a 4-star. So let me know in the comments if that makes sense. It just takes time, and it's not even that much time. And there's going to be some points up here, especially when you get to tier 5 and tier 6, where you're going to have everything maxed out, everything upgraded, nothing else to do, and you shouldn't be upgrading it. You really need to wait for a certain point before you upgrade. So that's, by the time you're done with TR6, you can easily have a full 5-star squad, and you're just going to be cycling through them over and over, and you're eventually going to get there. So that's enough on that. Let me know if you got any questions on that. I can go over it in more detail, or give some other tips in the comments. So yeah. So anyway, up to you. You don't have to do it, but some of these things, especially fighters, you're going to do them later, so why not do them now? So, all right, let's go ahead and jump up to TR4. We have an event coming soon, like I said, and getting up to 4, 5, definitely, possibly 4. We can start participating and getting some good gear. Usually when there's events coming, or not usually, always when there's events coming, there's good gear that you can get, and you can help equip yourself with better stuff, which gets you to a high, more competitive level that much quicker. So you definitely want to participate in those events, even if you're not paying for it. All right, so we upgraded our throne room. I'm surprised we didn't go up to level 8, but our throne room is now level 4. And if we go back over to here, this shows everything that we can do. So we can upgrade our dining hall, upgrade those. We probably have some new items here to build. We got a mythical chest that just went up. That used to be 25, now it's up to 50. We got mana we can start producing, which I usually call purple goo because I forget the word mana. Support, we can join a clan, which we'll see what we want to do about that. Trophy room, who cares? Magic workshop, can do some spells, which comes in handy. All right, well, we got some stuff to do here. So where do I want to cover first? Let's see. Upgrade this room is going to cost us 30,000 coins, which we don't have. So most of these things I'm going to be upgrading offline. Good way to get coins early is to progress to this PvP map. We'll do a little bit of this here. I haven't done a lot just because it takes some time, and the loading process is a little bit slow here. So we got a worker not doing anything. So what are we going to do with that worker? I definitely want to upgrade our fighter to the next level, because then we can get max level 20, which is highly useful. Let's go look at the map to see if anything opened here. So the arena doesn't open yet. The arena opens on the next level, TR5, and that is very, very helpful. And then you start working on maximizing your squad, because here at this level, all you're really doing, let's just jump in while I'm talking, all you're really doing is trying to get more powerful so you can fight against these people here. And this gives you more gear, this gives you more people, this gives you things to progress. So I do have a chance to get premium going, but I'm going to save that for the event. So as you can see, we're just ripping through people quickly without even trying. I'm not even going to look at the stats. We got some cash. We got a chest. We'll probably open up some chests here in a little bit. To see here, that loading part is definitely slower, so. Honey, it's time you met my parents. That's the Abyss Lord. We don't see his picture on there.
Can't you see what is going on? What? Aren't you saving me?
Sir, I suggest we attack the enemy fortifications ahead so Princess Olivia feels reassured.
Oh, there we go. We got a chance to buy something here. As I discussed, I'm not buying anything. This one, I don't believe this is a good deal. As long as you're in the game and playing the game and you're clicking all these items, you get a chance for diamonds, and you're doing your dailies, you get a chance for diamonds. You can basically pay for that assistant just by playing the game, the Goblin Assistant here, especially if you do this 15 days for 450. You can easily get 450 diamonds every 2 weeks just by going through your daily stuff and just by playing the game. So you can do that for free without even giving it a second thought. And there's a little easier way to get diamonds, especially at TR6. So I don't recommend that deal, but again, I'm not stopping you. A couple other things we didn't cover this here. We now once you get a little further, you have opponents on the map. So this is another big item that's going to come in handy later. So let's go ahead and talk about this. You see right here, this is my trophy level. If I go back here, you see it. Oops, all the way back here. Same thing. Trophy level. As you attack other people, your trophy level goes up. And as your trophy level goes up, you start fighting a harder and harder competition. The reason you want to do that is you get resources. So if I fight this person, I'm going to get 1,479 if I win. My squad power is like 27,000. His is 9,000. So I'm going to win this fight. Again, squad power doesn't necessarily guarantee anything. Just because if this person had a 30,000 squad power, it doesn't mean I'm going to lose. Or at these earlier levels, it's pretty cut and dry. But a little bit later, it really doesn't guarantee anything. But now I got 3 fighters, so they got no chance here. And I got 2 big damage dealers in the back. We'll talk about squad setup later. But my goal always is my tank up front. I don't really care what kind of damage my tank does. I just want them to take all the damage they can take while I have other people doing damage. So with this setup, I always have the people in the back doing that. So now look, my trophies went up to level 94 or 94. So one of the problems people get into early in this game is they're constantly attacking people on their map, and their trophies level go higher and higher and higher. And pretty soon, my squad power is 24,000. I'm fighting a person with 120,000 squad power, and I have no chance whatsoever to beat. And I just can't win anymore in those. And the reason for that is, and there's only one reason. It's not because your level here. It's not because of squad here. It's all because of your trophy levels. You let your trophy levels get too high, and you need to manage that. And the way you manage that is you lose on purpose. There's a couple different ways to do that. But basically what you do is you clear everybody out of here and put like one cook in here or one just regular person that has no strength whatsoever, and you're guaranteed to lose. And then you go back in here and you pick somebody. So if I click on the Rexy here, if I win, my trophies levels go up by 25, but if I lose, my trophy levels go down by 4. So as you get up higher, your defeat trophy levels are going to get a bigger number. The max you can get is a negative 45. So you like the negative 45s because that helps you really drop your trophy levels much quicker. So you basically go in and you lose, and you fight that person again, you go in and you lose again. You fight that person again, you go in and you lose again. The maximum times you can fight somebody to try to win or to try to lose is 3 times. So that is how you lower your trophy level, and that's something you will have to do over and over and over and over again. It's critical because otherwise you just get too high and people will just constantly attack you and steal all your resources. That is another big tip I forgot that I was going to give today. So, all right, let's go ahead. I'm going to see if we can't complete this first level of the Orc Woods here. We are strong enough certainly to do that, and then we'll open some chests, and hopefully we'll get enough. Hopefully we'll get enough coins where we can start upgrading our training area. We need 30,000 for that. Then we can start training up to level 20 instead of our current level 14. And those chests that we haven't opened yet, we get some cash in those too. So coins, sorry, not cash. All right, easy peasy. And I do have, this will be a quote unquote more difficult one because it's a boss, or I guess we'll call it a boss level. So that means we're going to get more coins for it. We're going to pay more. The others we're only paying 50 apples. Now we're paying 200, and squad power is higher. Not going to be a problem for us because we are majorly strong, having 3 fighters already, and we've gotten some uncommon gear, which isn't necessarily a normal thing yet at this level. And if you happen to be somebody that bought that $4.99 deal, you have a legendary weapon as well, which is helping you a lot more here as well. That looked like a good chest. All right, we'll get some commentary here the way it looks usually. All right, I stand corrected. I guess not. We got 2 more fights here, I believe. See, that was down to 50 again. 50 apples for this one. So again, this is still kind of quote-unquote tutorial stuff going on here. There's not really, unless you just don't equip any gear on anybody, you might struggle. But as long as you're just going in, opening that chest, taking the equipment that you're getting, putting it on your squad, you're going to keep getting stronger. You're going to keep beating people. So really the struggle right here is just apples. There we go. Oh, I'm not unsatisfied, but can I vote here without leaving the game? Oh man, they left the game. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I didn't want to do that. All right, let's get back in the game. Sir, there is a very strong enemy up ahead. Make sure your warriors have the best weapons and armor. I think we got that covered. And then some. So just a little more clarification. So we have these chests we haven't been opening up because we don't really need to, but we'll go ahead and do them. Why not? So I'm going to get an uncommon, and I'm going to get some food, which I don't need because our food's already maxed up. We're going to get some gold, which we're obviously wanting to do. That basically just said I'm going to lose some stuff because my food is maxed out. And I don't need any more food right now, but that's okay. And especially right now with these 5 over here on this side, I think 4 of those are the thank you for playing during COVID-19. You're getting extra food, so I got like 100,000 food sitting in there anyway as it is. So I don't really care about food right now. All right, we got a good weapon. We'll go check that out in a moment. We might be able to get a little bit stronger. Ooh, a rare. This is guaranteed to help us somewhere. There we go. Not the place we probably are looking for, but actually maybe it is because it's going to help us produce more gold. So then, we can just go next this way because we're going to open all 5 of these. Oh, we got some diamonds. Very nice. We got some more food producing items. Oh, what is this? An amulet. All right, health. So let's go ahead and do a little bit more equipping while we're here. Actually, before we're gonna open up a couple more things. We're gonna figure out best way to get stronger and do some max equipping. But we have these guys over here to do too. So we got our daily here. Let's go ahead and open up our daily chest and see what we get. There could be a benefit for me waiting to do this because it should scale. And once we get a level 20, we have a chance to get level 20 gear. But I don't know that we're going to get to that in this video. It's just going to take too long. So right now our max fighter is 14. So the max we could get for fighting gear would be 14. And I think our max cook and banker are level 5. So the max we're going to get is 5, maybe plus 1, maybe it's like 6. But it's not going to be at the max level that I could possibly get if they were maximum trained. And, ooh, crossbow. Crossbows are slow, but deal more damage. All right, and here's the Ad Watcher deal. This is good. This has a chance to give us a legendary. Very, very low drop rate, but it does happen occasionally. You get diamonds and you get some other stuff, though. So that's going to be something here that's going to help us with spell power, which we're not. That was level 15, so we can't use it yet, but we will have a chance soon. Okay, so I'll have to watch that video to do that later. So, let's do some maximizing here. So here's our level 5 guy. Again, will you do that auto equip? Right now he's producing 341. If I hit here, look, that means we got some better gear. Something that came in is better than what we have. There we go. So now he's producing 407. Now let's go to our level 4 and see if we got some more gear. Obviously we know we do now. So now she has that gear. And if I go here, maybe there's something I can give this person. And there is. So she's got something. And we actually can put a 4th person in there. We got people just sitting around doing nothing. So let's give her something too. So she's a level 4. And we don't have any more gear. So with all of those changes and everything going on, we're now producing 2,655 food per hour. Doesn't matter because we're maxed out. All right, you guys are going to make bankers too while we're here. So we know we got some better banker gear. We know we got a level 5 banker. So we'll start with her. Again, we'll hit the max button here. So she's producing 156. Now she's producing 308. So we got a 4 banker, a 2 banker, and a 2 banker. So we'll go back to our 4. Auto equip, producing 88. And that's probably all we have. And it is. Okay. So again, it just boom, 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 you're done. Nice and quick and easy. So what do we have here? Better equipment, let's do that. These like I said, I usually like to save these because I'm just wasting that food, but food's not that important right now. I really want to get the gold to try to get the fighter level going up here. All right, defeat Grav. Oh, that's our last one here. That's our big boss level at the end of that one. So let's go ahead and do that right now. 12 of 14. So it says we got 2 more, which is weird. 12 of, oh, it means, oh, here we go. I didn't fight this one. Let's go do this one. That's weird. Usually you have just one path, but I forgot that here there's a multiple path you can do. So we want to complete all of these just to get it done. Again, our squad set up very easy. I didn't increase. We have some better equipment I got to put on, which I forgot to do. You know what? Let's do that now so we can test out and see some differences. We know we got that rare. Oh, here we go.
Yes, whack those pigs. Make them bleed. Ouch! Don't tell anyone I was enjoying that. I don't want to be known as a cruel princess.
Yeah, well, you're an annoying princess. We are going to learn that as we keep playing. Okay, so gear. We're going to start with our tank. So we pick our tank. We go weapons. They don't have filters yet. As soon as you get to maybe TR5, you have filters here. So you only look at the tank stuff. You don't have to look at all the rest of this. All right, so we have this weapon, which fires at a normal speed. We have this axe, which is very slow. What that means is they're not firing it very often. I think the axe very slow means 2 seconds, and this weapon fires normal, which is every 1 second. So he's dealing 311 damage every 1 second. He's dealing 376 damage every 2 seconds. So his DPS his damage is 684. Where does that number come from? I'm not sure what that number. I used to know what that is. I'm completely drawing a blank on that. I don't know, but the key point is, so every 1 second he's firing, and these things trigger on how often that happens. So every 1 second he's going to have a 13% chance of dealing 6% health. Here, this guy's firing every 2 seconds, so that means every 2 seconds he's going to have a 21% chance of dealing 140% splash damage. So weapon speed is very critical. Once you get like daggers, daggers fire twice every second. So that means 2 times every second you're going to have a 21% chance of that to go. So I'm going to keep this because it has a chance to restore, which I like better. So we got this one which is the exact same weapon except for we have crit instead of dodge. I'm going to keep the dodge because my goal is to have him live, and I don't want him, if he dodges, he lives longer. All right, we're going to change one of these crossbows. So you are a 194 damage, 12% to do 65, and you are 12 to do 60. All right, we'll change this one right here. So now, 163, he's dealing normal speed. Crossbows are slow, not very slow. I think this is 1.5 seconds, but now we're dealing a lot more damage at 540, 21% chance dealing. So this is blue, so we get more functionality. The common has nothing down here. The uncommon has this. The rare has some stuff down here. And then there's epic, which is even better, and then legendary, which is still better than that yet. So we got a chance to deal damage, bigger damage, and then when attacking, a 20% chance to increase damage done. So his power went from 77 to 10-1, so highly useful. Okay, what do we got here? We have an archer. And this damage per health goes up by about 1,000. DPS goes up by 70 or so. Plus now we got a chance to increase dodge. So that's a definite. And what is this? Mage. We're not going with mages at the moment. Maybe we'll have to do that. There's another archer. Let's go look at our other archer. I don't think it's going to be better than what we have. We could put a mage in there just to test it out. But we don't have a mage weapon yet, so we're not going to do that. All right, one other item is rings and amulets. Rings and amulets help you to be stronger. So again, this one is spell power. We're not going to use that because that's only for the mages. When you watch this, look at his. Here's a good summary of properly equipping people, and squad power being make sure that you're leveling and making your fighters better by giving them the stuff that they need and not artificially inflating your numbers doing the wrong thing. So right now Jackson's level is 9325, and this is what I mean by this number doesn't necessarily mean anything. If I equip this amulet, I can't equip, he's level 15. Doggone it. I can't prove my point. My point was going to be I equip this amulet, his squad power is going to go up. He's going to be 10,500 or whatever. So he's going to look like, he's better. He's 1,200 better because he's 10,500. But in reality, he's 0 better. He's exactly the same because a tank can't use spell power. So him equipping that makes you look stronger, but you're actually not. And there's certain things in the game that your squad power, you get compared against other people. So if you have a squad power of 100,000 and it's all a bunch of fake stuff like this that don't do you any good, and you're fighting a person that's 100,000 that is properly equipped, you're going to be destroyed. You would probably lose to somebody with 80,000 power if they're properly set up. So having the right equipment on is absolutely crucial and key. And as you get a little higher in the game, you're going to find a lot of people, and hopefully not you because you're listening to these videos, that are going to complain. The first time you go in there, you're going to be, an 80,000, and you're going to lose to a person at 50,000. You're going to say, well, this game is so stupid, I can't believe it. I lost to somebody with, lower power than me. That's not possible. But it is, especially if you're just basing everything on that number and trying to get that highest number possible. That does not necessarily guarantee anything. Especially when you get later in the game, it's even more to that fact. All right, so what else we got? We got an extra damage. It's not much, but we're just going to equip it just so that'll increase his power to 283. And the reason this is a good one, Julian's point is to deal damage. That's all I care about him. He's sitting in the back while my tank is up front absorbing all the damage. He's just sitting here blasting away. So his DPS is 827. And we put that on there. It's tiny, but it's an extra 10, so he's dealing even more damage, which is the whole point of this guy. So I'm okay doing that. I like doing that. All right, we got another chest here the way it looks somewhere. Yeah, I'm not gonna read through those. Take too long. Get another chest. What do we got? Don't care about wasting the food. We already said that. We got some more diamonds. We got some more food, and we got some more coins. Our coins are still a long ways away. All right, so we are stronger. We had no problem. We're gonna beat Grav without even thinking about it, but we're now stronger. So Grav's hideout. We're going to get some more coins. Looks like it's probably not going to be enough, but we got a chest coming as well. And then whenever you beat the end person on a level like this, you also will get an offer to buy his equipment. So I'm going to get a chance to buy, I think, his club and his ugly looking shorts here, pants. And it's really good equipment. So if you're willing to spend money, it's a really good deal. I'm just not going to do it, so. And then you also get better rewards. So we got another rare weapon, and rare weapons at this level are very good. So let's see. That was so fast. Let's look at our damage. So again, the whole point of Jackson is to take damage. He didn't deal any, but I don't care because I don't care. You're going to hear me say this over and over and over. I don't care about my tanks dealing damage. I do find that at Ancient TR11, which I am on my other, I have a person that does deal a lot of damage as a tank, but still that's not her main purpose. But here we go. So Jackson did his job. He absorbed every single piece of damage that came out. And then our damages sat in the back and did their thing. So now Julian's got this rare weapon dealing a lot more damage, and he dealt 61%, and Isabella only did 39% because she doesn't have as good of a weapon until we equip this new one. So now we completed this level. We'll get some more. And here's the offer that I said was coming. So they're both epic. So 574 damage per second, and you get a chance to stun. Very good weapon. It's for sure good. And it's only 99 cents. And then you get this armor, which is also very good. So you get big health, big armor, and a chance to reduce damage done. So certainly good. It's only level 8 because this is something I could have done before I upgraded my throne room. And so, I didn't, which is fine. Again, it's only 99 cents. If you went through and did this properly and did it before I did, it's a good one to get, and you're going to see a lot of people with it. It's only 99 cents, so if you want to spend money, that's a good one to get. But as you level up, you're going to find your equipment gets out of date fairly quickly, especially at these lower levels.
Grav have headache now. Your fault. The people from the castle are advancing. Unbelievable. Awake from your sleep. Mortals, I have a job for you.
Master, why did you wake me up? I'm terribly hungry.
Soon you'll have enough fresh living food, my friend.
All right, so we see who we're going to be fighting next. And now we go to our map, and we had a new area open, 0 of 16. So now my enemies, who are the PvP people I'm fighting, I'll start having some here and some there. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we can't finish these guys off to get a little bit more gold. So 27, 55, 14,000 power. These are general guidelines for the powers, of course. He hasn't fought anybody yet. And if we win, we're going to get 22 trophies. If we lose, we're going to lose 5 trophies. All he has is 2 tanks, or two people in tank gear. More than likely, one of these is not a tank. So there you go. So he's got an archer archer weapon wearing tank gear. Early on in the game, you basically just equip the best that you have, but you're going to find later that this is not good because if you have an archer gear, it increases this DPS to a higher number. The only thing this is really going to do is she'll deal good damage, but not great damage, and she'll live longer, so the battle will last longer, but she's still going to die anyway. So, all right, so it costs a little bit more apples to do these fights. And I forgot we got better gear we need to equip yet, so we'll go back and do that before we do our last fight. So here, she's lasting a little bit longer because she has that tank gear on, but she's not dealing as much damage as she could. So again, 53%. This time he actually did a little bit of damage up here, 13. All right, real quick, let's go put on that other archer. We're still not at 30,000. We're trying to get up to 30,000 here. So the further you get on, the longer it takes to do upgrades, the longer it takes to grind to get the stuff. But that's just the way the game is. That is what this game is. So expect that. So let's see. Chance to deal damage to a group. Oh no, bigger damage. Okay, and then chance to increase crit. So now her level's up there. We looked at those weapons already. This was new for our tank. I think it's not better than what we have. Let's go take a look at our tank. Because we got rare, so it's probably not better. Nope. Alright, so nothing else to change there. Let's try to do that one last fight. Our last enemy, he was way too high, I think. 34,000. So let's see what happens when we lose. Let's see if we're going to lose, first of all. So I'm at 30,000, he's at 34,000. So let's do a little squad comparison and see if we have a chance. So, tank armor, tank armor, tank armor. Grayson is a tank, and level 5, he's got a low weapon there. He's got a good ring on that's dealing magic damage. Tanks can't do magic damage, so this right here is doing 0 for him. That inflates his number a little bit higher, but that right there is not helping him one bit. This crit is, so he'll be dealing extra crit, which is good. But the magic damage, that is called artificial power, so it makes him look a little bit stronger than he is. So he's not actually 34,000, it's a little bit lower. So let's go look at Olivia. So Olivia, dealing crossbow, it's a good weapon, we got the same one. Olivia is wearing tank armor, so it's making her higher health, giving her some armor stats, and she has a chance to restore, but she's not getting the extra damage that she would if she had archer armor on, so she's not going to be hurting us quite as much. She has crit and dodge, that's a very good ring, that's for sure really good, and that will help her. And then Grayson, so he's got another tank, he's got another low level here. This is good for sure. You want your tank to have tank gears, that's a good weapon for sure. I mean, armor. Health, adding to a tank, very good. And the ring, another magic damage ring. Is this the same guy? Does he only have 2? Does he have magic damage on 2 different people? He does. Okay. I mean, if this is the best you have, you're adding 292 dodge. So, I mean, it could be the best that he has and the best option. But you just need to remember that you need to equip things correctly. Magic damage, tanks cannot do magic damage. Only mages can do magic damage. So putting anything that can have magic damage, do magic damage on something that can't, is just artificial power. So that is also lower. So his overall 34,000 is not that high. It's maybe, I don't know, I'm going to guess 32. So he's probably still a little stronger than us. We're going to fight and see what happens here. But it's not as bad as it immediately looks right at the outset. So that's why you need to do things correctly. So this setup is my normal favorite setup, where I have one tank up front absorbing all the damage, my people in the back just dealing the damage. So let's see if we can't outsmart this setup. The other thing that doesn't help us here is he upgraded his, so we lost that one. And the reason we lost that is because of his, he upgraded his castle, so the castle's doing damage as well. Let's see if that actually shows it. It doesn't show that here. If it wasn't for that, we probably would have won. So our tank only took 53% because everybody died, so everybody took damage. And 47, so they dealt basically the same damage. And then when you're attacking other people, I'm not going to heal because we were just trying to see what was going on there. So that's how you study your people. So if I go ahead and upgrade my This just basically says they're too tough. We lost. Not important. We knew we were probably gonna lose, but it was gonna be close. So if we go here, arsenal. If we repair our arsenal, which costs 30,000, which I can't do, 15. This is what he had right here. So he has this weapon here, which is dealing damage to us. And as you get up, you get more stuff on your castle that deals damage to people attacking you. So you have to consider that also when you're attacking. What else? Anything else that we can quickly cover? The food we're not going to open. This is storyline stuff. Defeat Grav. Oh, so close. So close. Ooh, and we got it here. What is this? That might be the ring that he had that we didn't have. Very nice. Very nice. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Magic damage. That's the ring right there. Magic damage and dodge. So again, we actually might go put that on for the purpose of what I said of it gives us dodge. And then we'll have to shake it off as quickly as possible when we get something else. Or if we get a mage, then we'll give them this one so they can do magic damage. But we'll go put that on right now so we can make some more cash. All right, we get a new 3-star fighter. We're not going to do that. Now, here's our first mage weapon here. Once in a while, it deals magic damage. Necromancy Circle, get further. Upgrade the training. I'm going to do that one because I'm looking for... I think it did it. It gave us 30,000 right there. Yeah, it did. So I'm going to go ahead and start this right now. Are one of you a level 2? I guess it doesn't matter. So if I upgrade that, it's going to be 30 minutes, so we're not going to finish in this video. But I will start training, so by the time our next video comes on, I'll have all level 20 fighters. And this one, can I upgrade this one? 5, so we can't upgrade that yet. So the max we can go is 3. So maybe I'll try to get a mage set up too, so we can just do some tests with a mage in here. But I think in general, this is my setup: 1 tank and 2 what do you call them? Archers. Unless we can get a mage who does like a restore or a resurrection, because that's like giving you another fighter. So that's also a useful one, but we don't have that yet. So all right, let's see what this is. 3 more diamonds. Okay. And this, like I said, this is all the thanks for playing at home, COVID stuff. Here's a 3 days premium. We're just kind of holding off on that until maybe the event starts or something. That was for watching those 3 videos right at the beginning of the game. Yeah, that'll do it. We are TR4 now. We got a lot of upgrading to do. While with the event going on, I might do a video or 2 here in this series just to get some of the event-related things in this account, possibly. But in the downtime, I'm going to be going in and collecting gold and leveling these guys up so we can be a little bit stronger. And that's just stuff that just takes time, and that's a good time for me to do it when we're off camera, and then we'll come back in and maybe before the event comes in, we'll get up to TR5 because I think that's where I want to be with the event. Because you can actually stay at TR5 for a while and start farming the arena, get really strong and start farming the arena because you fight a lot of people that don't really know what they're doing, and you can get a lot of stuff that's going to help you later. Not as much as TR6, but definitely a useful, good start at TR5, and you can learn some ins and outs of fighting, and that's where I want to spend a little bit of time. So that's where we're still working. This is the first level, I guess. We're not completely tutorial, but it's just it's on your own. Get a feel for it, do some testing of some stuff, and then you get to 5, then it really starts getting into the game. So that will wrap it up for today. So we'll be back soon. Sorry the video went longer. I didn't mean for it to go quite that long, but a lot of stuff to cover, and hopefully you guys got some good tips out of that, learned a bunch. Let me know in the comments if there's some things I misspoke on, said wrong, or if you got questions about or need further explanation. So until the next time, this is QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.